Here. So welcome everyone. My name is Brenna. It's so nice to see so many people here. We have 48 people for our body weight strength training today. It'll be a full weight, or not full weight, a full body weight exercise class today. So before we get started, we do have a waiver to go through. Usually you sign this when you sign up online for classes, but since we're online, we'll read this instead. In order to make these classes as freely accessible as possible to our participants, we will be using a verbal warning and assumption of risk at the beginning of the class. Participation in this online class is voluntary. Physical activity programs may result in injury, and by participating, you assume the risk of injury that may result from your participation. We strongly recommend that you participate from a space that is suitable for this activity. For example, make sure that you have moved nearby furniture and other potential hazards. If you are participating in a yoga class or class that involves laying on the ground, which we will do a little bit of today, we recommend using a mat, or if you don't have one, a carpeted area. Participants are encouraged to stop if they experience pain or injury and should seek appropriate medical advice or care as needed. William & Mary Health and Wellness strongly recommends that each participant have an annual physical examination and follow the advice of your healthcare provider before participating. All right. So there we are. In the chat, I did drop the link to a Spotify playlist if you want to listen to that. Again, all of you are on mute, so you can feel free to listen to your own music and no one else will know. Other than that, we will go ahead and get started. We'll start with a warm-up, and then we have 3 strength sets. I'll call them set A, set B, and set C. Each of those strength sets has a lower body exercise, then a core exercise, and then an upper body exercise. And then in the middle, after we do A, B, C, we have one short cardio set with just 3 movements, each for 1 minute, just to peak our heart rate a little bit. And then we'll do those sets in reverse. So we'll do C, B, A. Thanks, Maddie. She says, loving the tattoo. Oh, that was private. Well, I just called you out. All right. So when you are ready, we will start standing with a little warm up here. I think you should be able to see me. You don't need to see my head for most of this. All right. So when you are ready, we will start with just some shoulder rolls. Maybe you just woke up like I did not too long ago, or maybe you already had class and you were sitting down. So we'll just start lifting those shoulders to our ears, bringing them back and down, making some nice big circles here. So bringing the tension up and then releasing it. And then we can start making them a little bigger, involving those elbows. And as you're getting warm, we can make them even a little bigger, maybe some full arm circles if you're feeling it. Just waking up the body. Beautiful. Next, we will work into a little twist. So we're going to twist side to side, making sure to lift that back foot as we twist. Just warming up our mid body now. Like I said, it will be a full body workout that we're working through today. So it's important to get that whole body warm. We can start adding some reaches here if you'd like. Off my mat because I'm twisting it. And then we'll take those arms overhead for a reach. Really activating that side body here, those obliques. Again, making sure we lift that back toe or that back heel as we twist here. As with all classes, it's your body and your workout. Everything I say is just a suggestion, so feel free to take the movements as I suggest or skip them if you're not feeling it today, or take any of the modifications I offer. 1 more each side. Then we will activate that core again in a standing crunch. So we'll take opposite knee to opposite elbow. You should feel that core activation in a diagonal across your abdomen here. Very nice. Hopefully we're getting warm. Two more on each side, that's 1 and 2. We'll now take it to a hamstring curl. So from our nice wide standing position, taking the arm forward, leaving that knee down and curling your foot towards your glutes here. and then to the other side. So in today's workout, none of our lower body work is specifically focused on our hamstrings, but this is a good muscle group to warm up and exercise when you have a chance, because often our hamstrings are overlooked by the work done in our quads and by our glutes. We will have one more movement in our warm-up here. Take 2 more each side, and then we'll move to some squats to finish it off. So in our nice feet, either right under your hips or slightly outward, I find it a little more comfortable to have your feet a little wider than your hips. I'll turn sideways so you can see my form here. We're going to sit it back like you're sitting in a chair, keeping those knees not far over our toes. Here, our chest nice and proud, and then we'll stand it up, keeping a nice little micro bend, never locking out your knees fully. So we already warmed up our hamstrings in that last movement, but here we're really firing up those quads and glutes as well. So we moved all the way from our upper body down through the core and into our lower body, warming it up. If you're not quite feeling warm, you can pick up the pace a little bit, completely optional. Almost done our warm up. Giving me 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. That is your warm up. Grab a sip of water, and then I will demonstrate and explain our first set of work today. Let me just check the chat. Looks like I got a few chats. See if there are any questions. Oh yes, thank you, Catherine, for sending that link to the playlist again. All right, so like I mentioned, each set of work has a lower body movement, a core movement, and then our upper body movement. Each movement will be 1 minute long. You can take a break as needed. Any modifications are available to you. I'll give you some of those options. So we'll start with set A, of course, and actually our lower body movement is kind of 2 minutes because we're gonna do the left side then the right. We can't do uneven, of course. So our lower body movement for set A is going to be a nice lunge. So you want to take a nice wide step behind you. You can start with right or left, whichever you prefer. We're going to find a nice, angle this down just a little bit. We'll find a nice 90 degree angle. So we want a 90-degree angle here at the front and back here at the back. So make sure you're not leaning forward. We want to be straight up and down with our chest here. So the movement looks like this. A couple of the options we have on this movement is to add some tension by pulsing for 3 and then lifting. And then if you want to add a little bit more cardio, this is my favorite option. I find running arms to be helpful in this movement. We can bring it to a knee lift, engage that core. So let me get our timer ready. You don't have to start it. So that'll be, oh, I should tell you the other 2 movements because we're going to go straight through. So that's our lower body movement. We'll do the same on the other side. Our core movement, if you've got a mat, now is a great time to use it. We will find our plank position, and we're going to do what I call around the world planks. So from your nice flat back here, no sagging, no mountains, right in the middle. We're going to do an around the world. So I'm going to move my right hand out about 1 inch or 2, left hand out about 1 inch or 2, left foot, right foot. Then they each go back in the same order. You can go either direction that you'd like. You can start with left, start with right. Doesn't matter to me. We'll switch directions halfway through. And then our upper body movement should stay down there. Will be our push-ups. So any variation is open to you. You can do it from tabletop right here. You can go hips right over our toes, or you can straighten out that position, keeping the knees down. Do them on your knees, or if you would like, you take even just 1 or 2 of the reps up onto your toes. That. We've got lunges, around the world planks, then our push-ups. 1 minute each. Feel free to take a break as needed. I will let you know as the time is getting close. So 1 minute on the clock. Get your favorite leg forward for our lunges, and we will start right here. So remember all of your options. Feel free to switch it up. Taking a look at that front knee, making sure it's tracking straight over our toes, not caving into the middle or out to the side. Nice work. We got about 20 seconds left on this side. Maybe take a different variation to the end if you'd like. Firing up that back quad here. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step it forward, switch out your front leg. So we want to be relatively even on our legs. So with the variation you took on the other side would be the perfect variation to take on this side. We will start our minute right here. Making sure we are breathing. We want to move straight down and straight up like an elevator. We don't want to look like an escalator going on an angle. Nice work. 15 seconds to go. Keep it up. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We will work our way to the mat. And also, if you've got, for our round roll plank, if you've got wrist concerns, you can either go on your fists and do the same movement, or bring it down to your elbows and just do the toes out, toes in portion. All right, so we'll start with our round the world. Either direction you would like to go is good. Right here. So I'm going to go right hand out, left hand out, left foot out, right foot out, right hand in, left hand in, left foot in, right foot in. If you lose track of what leg should go next, don't worry about it. As long as you're moving and stabilizing that core, you're moving it right. All right, let's change that direction. So if you're going right first, now it's time to go left first. Five seconds. All right, bring it on down to the knees. Take a quick breath before we go into our push-ups. So we will only see push-ups in set A. Of course, we'll revisit set A at the end of our workout, but after this minute, we get a nice break from push-ups for a while. So it is a minute, that is a long time. Feel free to come down on your knees. Vary which option you take throughout this minute. That is perfectly fine, as long as you're challenging yourself. All right, 3, 2, 1, here we go. So it's all about knowing your body. I know I will be tired if I do the first 30 seconds on my toes, so I will challenge myself at the end of the minute. You can also vary what type of push-ups. So here we got normal push-ups, or you can keep your elbows in against your sides for a tricep push-up. Some people like to do triangle push-ups. You make a triangle with your thumb and index finger. We have 20 seconds left. Can we do maybe one rep on our toes? Nice work, everyone. 8 seconds. Can we get 2 more push-ups? 3, 2, and 1. Sit it back into a child's pose. Nice job. In my opinion, set A is the hardest of the strength sets. So we just got that out of the way. Grab some water, and then I will demonstrate our movements for our set B. All right, so we're gonna use our mat for all three of our movements here. Our lower body movement that we'll start with one side for 1 minute, then the other side for the other minute. We'll find ourselves on our back. It's going to be a single leg glute bridge. So we want that back and pelvis pressed to the ground throughout our entire movement. I never want to see any space under here. So keeping our entire spine and pelvis pushed to the ground. Our regular glute bridge looks like this, tilting our pelvis up until we are in a straight line from our knees down to our shoulders. Now our single leg, as you would imagine, we lift one leg, and this is our bridge. So you can keep it like this, or if you would like, you can add an extension. So we lift with it bent, extend out, bring it in, back down. That is our single leg glute bridge. We'll do the other side, same way. Option for extension in the middle there. We'll keep it on our back for our core movement, which will be our bicycles. I'm sure many of you are familiar with. We're going to bring opposite elbow to opposite knee like this. Switching in the middle. You can do it with bent legs or straight legs. Those are our bicycles. And then finally, we're going to do one of my favorite upper body exercises that a lot of people don't know about. It is a lat pull down variation, but on our stomach. I will offer a different variation if getting to your stomach with your shoulder flexibility is not accessible to you. We're going to lay on our stomach with our hands straight out. You're going to pull your shoulders and arms off the floor. You're going to squeeze your shoulder blades together, bringing those elbows close to your sides. Back out. You may not feel it right now, but I guarantee by the end of the minute, you will be feeling it. If that is not an accessible position based on your shoulder flexibility, you can do it on your knees as well, making sure to make your own tension, bringing those shoulder blades together, pinching them together in the back. All right, so we'll start with our single leg glute bridges, then our bicycles, and then our lat pull downs. So find yourself on your back, on your mat. Choose which leg you would like to have up. And we will go ahead and start right here. Keeping your core engaged. Making sure to keep that space between your chin and your chest. Hope you're all crunched up like this. Remember your option for extension. A little more core activation in this. We've got 20 seconds, you got this. Ooh, I'm feeling the fire in that planted leg. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch out that planted leg. We'll go straight into the other side. Here we go. Making sure to breathe. We've got 20 more seconds. Almost there. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Our core movement, we are headed to our bicycles. Go ahead and support your neck. Bring one elbow to opposite knee. And let's get going. So slow and controlled will be better than fast and jerky. We want to utilize those stabilizing core muscles to control our movements. You can see my hands aren't really wrenching my head up. They're just here to support the weight of my head, take some of the stress off my neck. Nice work, everybody. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew, nice job. Our upper body movement, you can find your way to your stomach or up on your knees for our pull downs. And I will go ahead and start our minute. So your focus is really pinching those shoulder blades together in the back here. Imagine someone was holding a $100 bill between them. Could you grab it? Try to keep those arms off the ground as much as possible here. Your legs should stay planted throughout this entire movement. We have 10 seconds. We've got this. 3, 2, and 1. Relax here. Whew. That was set B of work. We've just got set C, and that will be our introduction to all of our movements, all of our strength movements, I should say. Let me just check on the time. All right, looking good. All right, set C. So we've got leg abductions, and then we'll do some leg lifts to toe touch, and then some tricep dips. So we're gonna find ourselves laying on our side. You can either use your hand to support your head here, or you can lay out straight if that feels better. I prefer this position. You're gonna find your hand on your hip just to ensure that your hips are stacked over one another, not rolling forward or backward. We're gonna take that top leg in a flexed foot, lift as high as you can while keeping your hips pointing forward, so your toes should also be forward. No turning out to the top, as tempting as it may be. We're gonna keep it pointing forward. That's our leg abduction. For 30 seconds, we'll do this, and then I'll instruct you to some forward circles and then some backward circles. We'll do the same thing on the other side. That is our lower body movement. Our core movement will be a leg lift to a toe touch. So again, in our core movements, we want to keep our entire spine imprinted on that mat or on the ground you're laying on. You can keep your hands by your side here for the leg lift portion. Lowering those legs as far as you can until you feel like there's got to be some space. We don't want to go as far as to get that space, so wherever is comfortable for you. Then we bring back up. Then we'll take those hands, reach for our toes for this combination movement. So a leg lift to a toe touch. And then our upper body movement will be our tricep dips. So if you've got a couch or something nearby that you can do something off of, that is the perfect option, but you don't need any equipment for this class, so I'll show you a variation here on the mat. You want those fingertips facing towards your toes here. In a nice tabletop, you're gonna lower your elbows facing behind you and back up. It's all right if your butt touches at the bottom, that's fine. Or if you wanna add a little bit more load, you can straighten out those legs in front of you with your nice upwards plank. That'll be a little more difficult than with your knees bent in. So there's your options on tricep dips. Find yourself on your favorite side for our first set of leg abductions. And I will start our timer in 3, 2, and 1. So for 30 seconds, we'll lift here. So once you've ensured that your hips are stacked over one another, feel free to use that hand to support under your torso here. 5 more seconds here, and then we'll keep it lifted at the top. In 3, 2, and 1. Keep it lifted. Make tiny circles forwards. So imagine you got a little pencil at that big toe. You want to draw some circles on the wall. For 3, 2, keep it lifted. Reverse directions. I know you were hoping we were done. Not yet. Beautiful. Keep it going. For 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Find yourself on your other side. We'll do those same movements, starting with our 30-second lift right here. Checking out on those hips, making sure they're stacked. For 5 more seconds here. For 3, 2, and keep it lifted, forward circles. So these movements are really good for your gluteus medius, your gluteus minimus, and right here there's a muscle called the TFL that runs straight into your IT band. That's what we're working. And we will reverse directions for our last 15 seconds. Keep it up, you got this. 2, and 1. Beautiful. And our upper body movement, we can't forget that. So find your variation of a tricep that you'd like to do. If you want to use a piece of furniture, feel free to find your way there. If you're using a piece of furniture, just keep in mind that we want those elbows facing backward, and you want to keep your body very close to the furniture. We don't want to be out here. Not very good for our shoulders. All right, and we will start in 3, 2, and 1. So I'll show you the no equipment version since I promised a no equipment class. Again, taking a break whenever you need it. Nice job, almost there. Keep it going. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a rest. Whew. That was sexy. So you know all of your strength movements now. So now for all of our favorite parts, we'll do our 3-minute cardio peak, and then we'll work it back down. How are we feeling? You don't have to unmute yourself. You can just woo in your own. Core for track. Maddie, I forgot core for track C. You're killing it. Okay, I lied. We'll just do our 1 minute of core. So finding your back imprinted on the mat. How could I forget? Legs straight up ahead. We'll start with our leg lift to toe touch right here. I believe I forgot it. Where would we be without Maddie? Nice job. Couple more, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we didn't want to be uneven in our core. So let me check the time. All right, so we're more than halfway through class. This is my first time teaching a format like this, so we're gonna be a little short on time. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do our cardio peak. It'll just be 3 minutes. I'll show you the 3 movements, as well as the low impact modifications you can take. And then we'll just do 1 set at the end, but you'll have any option between those lower body movements we did. You'll do 1 lower body movement, 1 core, 1 upper body, but you can choose which of those you liked. So which lower body movement was your favorite, which core you liked, and which upper body, and then we'll cool it down and have a good stretch at the end. All right, so for our cardio peak, 3 movements, 1 each. All right, there we go. So our first movement is a burpee. Before you get into mid, I will show you a low impact version. I'll move my mat out of the way for a second. So if you'd like to take the high impact version, you'll start with this jump, hands planted below you. You can jump those feet out to plank, jump them back in, and up to the top. No push up in these burpees here. If you would like a low impact version, take out the jump, take those hands below you, step your feet out, step your feet in, and we can come to standing again. Just like this. That is burpee. Second movement is our high knees. So we want to run with those knees high as we can get them. Low impact version, you can take it to those standing crunches that we did in warm up. Last movement will be our mountain climbers. Finding your plank position. We're gonna bring that knee in and switch. Low impact version, just take them 1 at a time. Coming back to plank. We'll do each movement for 1 minute. Get that heart rate up. We'll take it to our last strength set, then we'll cool it down. All right, so think about what burpee option you want. You can always change in the middle. And here we go, 1 minute. Nice work. What I found about these classes is that people that don't go to William & Mary, like my parents, or my boyfriend can take these classes. I just heard him either hit something downstairs doing burpees, or just a very loud jump. Keep it up. We got 15 seconds. We'll move straight into high knees after this. 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, here we go. We'll take it straight to high knees. So either running or crunching opposite elbow to opposite knee. You can switch between the two like I'm doing. You are all strong and capable. We are going to get there. Keep it up. 15 seconds. A minute never felt so long, huh? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. Last cardio movement, our mountain climbers. So finding your plank position. Again, if you've got wrist challenges, this can absolutely be done on your forearms in a plank. All right, in 3, 2, 1, we start. So we want to keep that nice flat back, keeping our butts down throughout this movement. Try not to look like this. Always have the option to slow it down if you would like. This is your last 30 seconds of cardio. Give it all you got. Nice job, everybody. 20 seconds. Then we just have one more set of work. 10 seconds. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Nice job, everybody. Definitely grab some water. All right, we have the perfect amount of time. So like I mentioned, we are going to do one lower body movement, one core, one upper body movement. But you have the choice to decide what you like to the best, or maybe what you like to the least and challenge you need to work on again. So listen to the options I read you so that you can choose your movements. So for lower body, we did our lunges, all of those variations. We did single leg glute bridges and leg abductions. Those are your options for lower body. For core, we have the around the world plank where we move out and in. Then we have our bicycles, or you have your leg lift to toe touch, which I almost forgot and Maddie saved us. And then for your upper body, we've got push-ups, superhuman lat pull downs, and then we have tricep dips. So hopefully you remember which options you want. Again, we'll start with lower body, then core, then upper body. 1 minute each. So I think I will take some glute bridges. Whichever one you're on, they're all single leg for lower body, so find your favorite leg and start your first minute here. These are your last few sets of work here. Then we cool it down and stretch, which you certainly all deserve at this point. If your body's really not feeling the option you're on right now, feel free to take a different one. There are no rules. It's your workout. Make it what you want. We got 20 seconds on this side to go. Keep it going for 10. You can do anything for 10 seconds, I promise. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Find your way to the other side. We'll start in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Your last lower body work. So when I'm on campus, I teach cycling, and I've taught TRX in the past. But what some of you may or may not know is actually a lot of these exercises I got from my 14 years of gymnastics. So I guess that's come back to pay off. Keep it going. Almost there, 15 seconds. Keep breathing. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right on time. All right, we will find next our favorite core option. Let's see, I think I will take it to some bicycles. So once you've found your favorite core exercise, we can go ahead and do our last minute of core starting now. So we're either bicycles around the world plank or leg lift to toe touch, whichever one spoke to you. Nice controlled movement in all 3 of the options. If you're on bicycles or legless, keeping that back imprinted on the floor. Next job. Ten seconds. 3, 2, and 1. We're finished with core. All that's left, 1 minute of upper body work. Already told you my favorite was our superhuman lat pull downs, but you can also take push-ups or tricep dips if you so please. The last minute of work will start in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Let's finish together, just like we started. Nice job. Make each rep better than the last. "15 seconds. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. You are finished. Let's all find our way to our child's pose to start our cool down. Grab water if you would like. You've got a couple minutes to cool down, but of course, you can take more stretches after class is over if you would like. In this child's pose, walk your hands all the way to the left, placing right hand on top of the left. Once you get there, just stretch out your right side body. Coming back through middle, walking your hands to the right, placing left hand on top of right, stretching out that left side body. Back to middle, we will sit it up. Bringing your left leg in front of you for a hamstring, or not a hamstring, a hip flexor stretch here. We lunge forward, not letting that front knee go over your toe. We can take that right arm into a tricep stretch overhead. You all did beautiful work today. You should be proud of yourselves. We will switch to the other side, bringing your right leg forward for our hip flexor stretch. Left arm overhead to stretch out those triceps. The last 2 stretches, we'll stand it up. We'll bring one arm across our body, grabbing above or below your elbow joint just to protect it. Shaking it out to the other side. And the last stretch will be our quad stretch. Starting with your favorite leg, shoelaces to palm, bring those knees together. Feel free to grab onto something or put your arm out for balance. And then your second favorite leg. All right, and that is all we have for today. Thank you guys so much for coming. Feel free to stay and chat or leave any suggestions for future classes in the chat. Or there is a survey that you were all sent from Liza. I'm going to stop the recording right here.